if you're having trouble coming up with 30, a good technique you can do, which was actually developed by the government when trying to think of new ideas, is you doodle in the corner of your page random drawings. Whether you can just do random circles, squares, squiggly lines, anything you want while you're thinking of new ideas, and new ideas should come to you while your hand is just randomly doodling and swirling.
Couldn't we just do 10 instead of 30?
The idea is to do more than you think is possible.
Well, I thought 2 was possible. I got to 9.
Okay, so do as many as you can between 10 and 30.
It's what?
It's difficult to think about improving your mental health, isn't it? Because you probably never thought about it from that perspective before. Because now you realize you can actually create the ideal reality, and that all starts with your mental health, about the thoughts you think on a daily basis, those 10,000 thoughts.
Okay, I got 10.
Okay, let's stop at 10 right now. Go ahead and list out your 10. Say them out loud.
Thinking positively, feeling happy, releasing negative self-talk, releasing stress, releasing worry, encouraging positive outcomes for my kids and husband, encouraging good health, encouraging good eating habits, encouraging good exercise habits, releasing physical pain, releasing emotional pain, releasing desire to overwork.
Excellent. Those are all great concepts to manifest for your mental health. So, looking at all of the ones you've written down, is there one that clearly stands out to you that kind of encompasses all of them, all of the manifestations together, that will help achieve all of them? Do you see one or two that stand out?
Well, one of the things that really disturbs me is worrying about the 4 of my children and my husband.
Okay.
So encouraging positive outcomes helps me think more positively, helps me feel more happy, releases negative, yeah.
Okay, so you're put a star next to that one. So say it one more time, the manifestation you'd like to focus for week 1.
Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, husband, and myself.
Excellent. Okay, so that's a great first manifestation goal. So now that you have your goal written down, whatever that may be, let's find a scenario where you perfectly achieve that goal. So let's go ahead and close our eyes now. We're going to get nice and relaxed, sit down, lay down. Shouldn't be driving or anything like that. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And when we inhale, we're going to hold it for 4 seconds and release it for 4 seconds. So it's 4 seconds inhale, hold for 4 seconds, and release for 4 seconds. And we're going to do this 10 times. Ready? Begin. Hold. Make sure our eyes are closed. Release. You can do as many as you want. Just the more the merrier. However much your lungs can support, do that. Definitely more than 4. Hold and release. And now we're nice and relaxed. Our eyes are closed. We've been breathing in heavily, holding it and releasing it, all with longer than 4 seconds. We're now going to visualize based on our manifestation. And at this point, we should be feeling very happy and relaxed with our eyes closed about all the things we're about to manifest over these next upcoming weeks and the rest of our lives, that we will continue to manifest all the things we want to achieve. So now that you have your one manifestation for this week, go ahead and say it out loud now.
Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, husband, and myself.
So with our eyes closed, let's repeat that.
Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, my husband, and myself.
And let's repeat that 3 more times.
Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, my husband, and myself. Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, my husband, and myself. Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, my husband, and myself.
And now, as we continue to keep our eyes closed, let's say it one last time, but truly believe that we have already achieved this manifestation.
Encouraging positive outcomes for my kids, my husband, and myself.
So now that we truly believe we've achieved it, let's go ahead and visualize a day in this life of the manifestation already achieved. So go ahead and choose a scenario that best fits your manifestation. It could be anywhere from waking up to receiving a phone call to seeing your manifestation live. Make sure to stay in first person as you're experiencing this event and try to feel the physical sensations during this moment, even as simple as your jaw moving when you're speaking or getting excited. So go ahead and take a few minutes now to get in that state of mind of you have already achieved this manifestation, and you're just going to live that wonderful experience, and you're going to feel it throughout your entire body. Your entire body's going to light up. Your head's going to feel really great, really relaxed. And let's go ahead and experience this moment now. And as we're experiencing this moment, as we keep our eyes closed, focusing on this manifestation, we're going to create a trigger so we can remember this great feeling. So whenever we need to circle back to this, if we're ever in a negative state of mind or having a negative external experience, we can revamp back to this positive, wonderful feeling moment. So we're going to squeeze our first finger and our thumb together with our eyes closed while we're experiencing this manifestation. So we're going to relive this experience again, but we're going to put it on a loop this time. So the entire manifestation experience you had in your visualization, we're going to put it on a loop, and as we loop it over and over and over again, experiencing in first person, I've already achieved this manifestation, all the good feeling thoughts, we're going to press our first finger to our thumb. So it's going to be set in our mind. And when you feel a very positive, relaxed state, pushing your first finger to your thumb over and over, doing it hard and soft, whatever feels right, doing a continued motion. So whenever you're in a negative state, you can circle back to this positive feeling moment right now. And go ahead and open your eyes when comfortable. How are we feeling? So at this point, you've now experienced what a visualization is like. You might have not seen in HD quality everything that happened, but if you were able to capture the feeling, that's the most important part. Were you able to capture the feeling of the manifestation already achieved? Mm-hmm. So to actually see this manifestation in your reality, like we said, once you reach a level of mastery, you'll be able to do this in 3 days or less. But as we're getting started, the way to do this is every night as we're going to sleep, we replay that visualization over and over again on a loop, feeling the intensity of that moment, feeling the happiness of that moment, feeling the excitement of that moment. And we keep replaying that on a loop over and over until we fall asleep. So for best results, avoid blue light technology an hour before bed. That means avoid your smartphone, avoid television, avoid anything that could be a distraction an hour before bed. And when you get in bed, 10 to 20 minutes, however much free time you have before you go to sleep, put that visualization of your journey on a loop. And you should do it so many times to where it feels so natural. You've already achieved it. Your subconscious already believes it's achieved it. And it will find patterns when you wake up to realize that achieved goal. Does that make sense? So once again, what we're doing for the next week, the next 7 days, is we're going to relive this manifestation over and over and over as we're falling asleep and as we drift off to sleep. For best results, you want to avoid any other thoughts. You just want to relive this visualization over and over, making it feel truer, realer, and has already happened.
It's meditation, essentially.
Yes, it's a form of meditation, yes. Because what it does is it helps prepare your mind to experience the event. So what you'll find in your waking reality is you'll start to see certain things, certain situations that closely resemble this visualization. And if you've really mastered this visualization technique, you will experience the exact same visualization in your three-dimensional reality. So that's when you reach true mastery, and if you've done that, congratulations, you're on a great step. So once again, every night, as we're drifting off to sleep, we're going to relive this manifestation already fulfilled, feel all the wonderful feelings, feel all the excitement, the joy, the happiness, and we're going to put that on the loop as we fall asleep. And so when we wake up, it's really important to avoid your smartphone, avoid technology when you wake up. Because right when you wake up, for 10 to 30 minutes, we're going to do this visualization loop again. So before we leave the bed, we're going to do this loop as many times as you think you should. So you should do more in the beginning as you're getting started, and you need to capture that feeling, and you put it on a loop and maintain that feeling as long as you can. And when you open your eyes and you've mastered that feeling, remember the first finger and thumb technique. If you ever lose the feeling, you can find it again. Just close your eyes and relive the first finger and thumb, and your body will find that feeling again. So then the 10 to 30 minutes when you wake up, you're going to relive that same visualization technique on a loop. And once you feel really good and really satisfied in those 10 to 30 minutes, you're going to wake up and start your day. And you don't have to do anything else if you don't want to, and you will experience that manifestation. It's that simple. As long as you truly believe you've already achieved it and you live in that reality. And whenever things in your three-dimensional reality negate that experience, you will choose to refrain from observing that experience and maintain that feeling. Remember, so whenever you experience a negative moment in your three-dimensional reality that does not reflect the manifestation you are creating, you will go back to that feeling, you will close your eyes and relive that feeling whenever you reach that moment. So it might happen at 2 p.m., it might happen at 5 p.m. But all this is your three-dimensional reality testing your subconscious to make sure you're ready to align with this next reality. So once again, you will be testing yourself in the beginning, well, as you're learning to master manifestation. And you will see things that will possibly be the opposite of what you're trying to manifest. And these are just tests. So it's important throughout your day to maintain that happy, excited feeling that you've achieved in your visualization technique. Are there any questions at this point? All right, that's it for...
It's very similar to lucid dreaming.
It's very similar to lucid dreaming, yes. But in lucid dreaming, you often can only experience the event in your dreams. With this technique, you can actually experience your manifestations in three-dimensional reality. So whatever you're trying to achieve over these next several weeks, you'll be able to see the tangible results as long as you maintain your focus and these visualization loops and believe that they have already been achieved. And that's basically what the law of assumption is all about. It's believing that you've already achieved your manifestation goals and living in that end. And your subconscious has to align with that. Because remember, your subconscious is like a radio transmitter. And if you're transmitting the radio frequency to you as the person who's already achieved your manifestation goals, then you will experience all of that in your three-dimensional reality. So that's it for day one. We're just going to, remember, put it on the loop, avoid blue light technology an hour before bed, and when you wake up, avoid blue light technology for at least 10 to 30 minutes as you do your visualization technique before you get out of bed. And that's it for day one. We'll circle with day two for a more guided meditation. But that's what we're going to do for the entire week one. We're going to relive that loop over and over, and we're going to do it throughout the 7 days. But you can stop early if you've already experienced that manifestation in your three-dimensional reality. If that's the case, congratulations. You're off to a great start. You're really mastering this visualization technique, and you can choose another number from your list of 10 to 30 to focus on if you've already achieved your first manifestation. All right, that's it for day one. Happy dreaming.